Good morning. Today is all about Universal Orlando. We are going to be touring Universal Orlando today. There are 2 theme parks and a water park. So they say they have 3 theme parks here. We are doing the 2 theme parks. I have done the water park, which is Volcano Bay, and I love it. Here they have Universal Studios and they have Islands of Adventure. We are now walking through City Walk. This is kind of their shopping, eating area right here next to both theme parks. Today we are going to be using Express Pass. We have somebody else in our party who is not using Express Pass, and I will talk about the differences. Today is a Friday on spring break, so we anticipate lots of crowds and big lines. So we are trying to use Express Pass to skip the lines. So we will talk about that. But I wanted you to know we are here today and it's going to be so much fun. We are not staying on property. When you stay on property here at Universal, you get early entry, you get access into, you get to go on Hagrid's, which is the most popular attraction before the regular guests. Early entry here is 1 hour before the park opens. So those people get to go on Hagrid's if they want to do Hagrid's, but that's the most popular attraction. That's where everyone goes. But staying on property definitely has its advantages here because a whole hour before the rest of us can get in the parks, that is very crucial. So they get to get in at 8, we get in at 9. We actually are here at 7:30, 7:45, and we're going to be in line ready to go so that at 9 o'clock, we are some of the first people into the park. Now, normally at other theme parks, I don't say go to that attraction that already has a line, but Hagrid's never doesn't have a line. It is, like I said, the most popular attraction. So you want to hit that one first no matter when you get here, because yesterday we tracked it. The wait time wasn't less than 100 minutes all day long. We are starting at Islands of Adventure. This is where the Hagrid's ride is, and this is where you will come. These are hotel guests mixed in with regular day guests who are here to ride Hagrid's or whatever they're here to ride, but this is what we're looking at. This is the situation. The park just opened. It's 8 a.m. So a lot of these people are hotel guests and they're going to go through, and then I'll show you how far up we end up waiting at the front for about an hour until the park opens to the rest of us. Okay, this is great. Right here in front of Islands of Adventure, they have a how tall are you sign, and you can actually have your child come stand up here and you can measure and see which rides they can or can't ride, like this little kid. We are in, so we just scanned into the park, and like I said, all these people are regular guests mixed in with hotel guests. I'll show you how far they let us into the park because it is 8:08, but the park has not opened for regular day guests. It's just open for hotel guests. But we want to go get lined up and ready for Hagrid's. The wait time already is 75 minutes for Hagrid's. This is where all the hotel guests are entering, and you have to show your hotel key card right here. And then those of us who do not have a hotel or not staying on site, on property, we will wait over here for Hagrid's until the park officially opens. As I continue to watch all these people coming in, and I see Hagrid's is already a 75-minute wait. If you are staying on property at a Universal hotel, by the way, I will put links to discounted room rates in the description, but if you're staying at a Universal hotel, get here. It's already 8:15. These people are already going to be waiting a long time. You want to be here long before that. I would recommend getting here probably a half hour before your early entry starts, so you can be some of the first people in and on Hagrid's and off. Hotel guests have continued to go into the park, and they have now put up this barricade for us, and they will let us in at 9, and we're going to head to Hagrid's. Hey, and they let us in, and we've got people that are running. They should not be running. Do not run, just walk with purpose. We are headed to Hagrid's, headed to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. It says the wait time is 120 minutes right now for Hagrid's. If you have a backpack, you have to put it in a locker. There's few rides here at Universal where you have to do that. I always bring a fanny pack so that I don't have to waste time putting stuff in a locker and getting it in and out. Anyway, so bring a fanny pack. That's what I would recommend. I personally just think it's easier to bring a fanny pack, but my friend brought a sling-like purse, and it's just a tiny purse, but it's a sling purse, and they made her put that in the locker. So I would bring a fanny pack. That's your best bet if you want to, but the lockers are free, so it's not like you're paying for the lockers, but it's just a convenience thing. You don't have to use the lockers, and again, it's just on a few attractions here at Universal, but Hagrid's is one of them.
The posted wait time for Hagrid's first thing when we got in line was already 120 minutes. That's because hotel guests were already in line ahead of us. They have a whole hour to be in the parks before regular guests. So staying on property is one way to avoid this long line. The other way is to book a VIP tour. Both those options cost you extra money. Now, if you plan to do this ride, which you for sure want to do it because it's so much fun, then come early like I've shown in this video to save money. At least the queue is very well themed as you're waiting in the line. Look at all these fun things you can look at while waiting. And here's a little explanation of the ride vehicle and how you get on the attraction. Now, when you get to this room, you're really close to getting on the ride. I can't film the ride, but here's a little snippet of what to expect when you're on your motorbike. This is a must-do ride. It's only available to ride in Orlando. They don't have it at Universal Hollywood in California. Now, the posted wait time was 120 minutes for this ride, and we ended up waiting 80 minutes.
All right, it is time. Next up is Forbidden Journey. It's showing a posted wait time of 35 minutes, but we have Express Pass, so let's see how long it takes us. The castle is ginormous, and it is so cool. Like, you really feel like you are in the movies. Okay, so we have Express Pass, like I mentioned, and we are going to go in this line and save time.
This is another attraction where you must store your belongings in a free locker to go on the ride. Now, check out the queue. This is another great Harry Potter queue that you don't want to miss. This attraction is a motion simulator ride, so keep that in mind if those kind of rides bother you. And also note that this ride could be scary for little ones. The posted wait time was 35 minutes, and with our Express Pass, we waited 9 minutes for this ride.
Okay, as you exit Forbidden Journey right here in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, there are two different sections of the Harry Potter world. So there's one in Islands of Adventure, and we just went on Hagrid's, Forbidden Journey, and then there's also this Flight of the Hippogriff. And then we're gonna get on the Hogwarts Express, and we're gonna take it over to Universal, and there's more rides over there that are Harry Potter. So we just left Hogsmeade. We're in Islands of Adventure Park. We are going to hop, and to hop over to Universal Orlando, we are going to use the Hogwarts Express. We're gonna get in line here, and with our Express Pass, we don't have to wait in the line again, which is super nice. It says it's a 35-minute wait. I'm gonna do a little video here with Melissa because I've watched Harry Potter, but
You haven't read the books 19 times?
No. So we're in Hogsmeade, and it is in the Islands of Adventure Park. We are going to hop on the Hogwarts Express, and it's going to take us to
King's Cross Station in London, which is over at the Universal Studios Park, and then we're going to go into Diagon Alley on that side of the park.
Thank you for all of the lingo because I have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's so cool here, you guys. And you want to have a park-to-park pass in order to do this. You cannot ride the Hogwarts Express unless you have a park-to-park pass. Okay, how do you know where you're supposed to go here? Well, we just know because we've been here, but this is where you go into Diagon Alley. Once you get off the Hogwarts Express, you can come over here and go into Diagon Alley. We're headed to Gringotts. So they have a restaurant here called the Leaky Cauldron. This is where I ate last time. It's like a pub. Good food in there. And this is Nocturne Alley, where you want to go at night. Okay, but let's come up here and I'll show you where we're headed. We're going to Gringotts Bank. So Gringotts, the attraction has been down all morning and it is still down. So we're gonna pass and hopefully we can come back later. This is the Universal Studios Park. The attractions here are a little different than over in, see, we're in Universal Studios, than they are over in Islands of Adventure. So this is the other park that we're in right now. We're headed over there to Men in Black. Current wait time says 35 minutes, and we're going to use our Express Pass. Okay, just catch up. So this morning we did Hagrid's. We only waited 80 minutes. The posted wait time was 120. Then we went to Forbidden Journey, and it said the wait time was 35 minutes. We used our Express Pass, and we waited 9 minutes. Then we went on the Hogwarts Express. The wait time for Hogwarts Express said 35 minutes, and we waited 6. And then we went to try to go do Gringotts Bank, the Gringotts ride, and it's been closed all morning and it's still down. So we've decided to move on with our list. We're gonna go to Men in Black. We're in line now for Men in Black. It says 35 minutes, but we have Express Pass, so we'll see how long that takes. All right, this is kind of like a shooting game. You're shooting at stuff for points. This is Men in Black, and we only waited 7 minutes in line, not 35, with our Express Pass. Way to go, Express Pass.
That kind of shooting is not going to get you a suit. Let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go. This is the Simpsons ride. It's a simulator ride. I did it when we were in Universal Studios over in Hollywood just a couple weeks ago, and I didn't feel good. So I'm not going on this one. Melissa's going to take one for the team. It says it's a 45-minute wait. We'll see how long it actually takes. We have Express Pass, so she's going to use her Express Pass, so it won't take 45 minutes. I'm going to go sit down on a bench and catch my breath. Next up is E.T., and there's an Express Pass entrance where you're going to use that, but I wanted to show you guys the wait time is 45 minutes right now. I'll let you know how long we wait in the Express Pass line. Update on Simpsons. So the Simpsons attraction that I did not go on, Melissa, it said 45-minute wait time, and she only waited 12. Awesome. This Express Pass is really, like, we're getting a lot done already. So nice. Did you hear him? E.T. phone home. Oh, look up there. Look, E.T.'s in my bike, in the cart. Hi, E.T. He does pop his head up.
We got some unauthorized people entering the base. Wait, they got E.T.
You have saved our planet! Come, celebrate with us!
Okay, so with our Express Pass, we only waited, 14 minutes for E.T. So when you get off the attraction, there is a store. I'm a huge E.T. fan. I grew up watching E.T. I love E.T. So check out, they have fun stuff here, merchandise, E.T. merchandise when you get off the attraction. This is a new attraction here at Universal Orlando. It's the Velocicoaster Minion Blast Ride, and we are going to be using our Express Pass again. The attraction wait time right now is only 25 minutes. So this gun gives you some instructions. And this is a walk-through, so we're just walking with these guns. It's a walk-through, okay, experience. All right, I am a huge fan of the Bourne series, the Bourne Supremacy, the Bourne Identity. So this is a stunt show, and the next show is at 2:15. Again, I'm going to use my express pass. It probably gets me like closer seating. Let's go in and see the Bourne show.
As you enter the theater, please follow the direction of our show attendants for seating assignments. By proceeding to the end of your row, making room for our guests behind you.
I just got out of the Bourne show. Melissa did the horror makeup show. She said it was funny. They were just showed you kind of how they put makeup on characters and make them look like they have like a cut off arm or things like that. She enjoyed that show. The express pass for both of the shows put us towards the front before everybody else came into the theater, so we got to pick our seats first. So Bourne show was about a half an hour, and now we're going to go on Despicable Me. It says the wait time is 45 minutes, and I will let you know how long it takes with our express pass.
You will be a part of history. You'll meet important people in faraway lands.
Once in your seats, remove everything from your lap, including children. And then the lap bar will come down. It's like getting a hug from a big metal bar. If you feel uncomfortable in any way, please notify a lab assistant. This is where things get good. We're gonna give Bruce his present.
That's a no for me. And then a twist, twirl. Yeah, I'm not doing that one. That one is Riptide Rocket. So we just got off Despicable Me, which is just right over there. And when we got up Despicable Me, it ended up being, I think it said it was a 45-minute wait time, and we ended up waiting 19 minutes. So on to our next attraction, which Melissa's doing this one. She's taking one for the team. I do not do roller coasters anymore. Back in the day, I could do roller coasters, but this girl, she doesn't do roller coasters anymore. So thank you, Melissa. We'll document and let you know how long this one takes. Again, we're getting through a lot of attractions faster than others because we do have the Express Pass today. Let me talk a little bit about the Express Pass. So it has what's called dynamic pricing. So like 30, 60, depending on how many days ahead of time that you purchase it, it is cheaper, and then it just goes up from there. So it's better to purchase it as soon as you know you want to buy it. I will put a link in the description where you can buy discounted tickets and Express Pass tickets. Now, the other advantage is if you stay on property at deluxe resorts, then Express Pass is included. So again, if you're looking for vacation, booking tickets and hotel, you want to call my travel partners, Getaway today, 855-GETAWAY, and mention Magical Tour Guide for the best rate. All right, Melissa ended up waiting 10 minutes for Riptide Rocket. Next up is NBC Studios Jimmy Fallon show, Race Through New York. Hey, I've never done this ride. I'm not sure what to expect. So with our Express Pass, this is like a show, and so we get put in before the other people who do not have Express Pass. So that is an advantage with your Express Pass on this attraction. Jimmy Fallon ended up being an 11-minute wait. That is one of those motion simulator where you're watching a screen and you're racing through New York. So I just took off the glasses. I didn't wear the glasses so it doesn't bother me, but that was a fun ride. Next up, we are going to Transformers. It says 110-minute wait right now, but we have Express Pass, so I'm not worried about that. But wow, there we are. Oh, look, there you go. Transformers next. One thing to keep in mind for this attraction, if you do not have Express Pass, is they do offer a single rider for this attraction. There are several attractions that offer a single rider, so pay attention to that. Hagrid's offers a single rider. I think Hulk, Spider-Man. I'd have to look it up, but there are several.
All right, recruits. Letting you know it's mission time. Line up your company. Now, put on your glasses.
I'm not wearing my glasses. At Transformers, the wait time was 110 minutes. With our Express Pass, we ended up waiting 17 minutes. Totally worth it. Next up, we are doing, I had to look at what we're doing. We're doing the Mummy. Now, Mummy has a single rider. We will use our Express Pass. I'll go see what the wait time is. But Mummy is one of these attractions. The last time I did it when I was here a year ago, it hurts my knees because you have to like be able to bend your knees like at least at 90 degrees, which with my double knee replacements, sometimes that can be a little tight. So ask for the very last row if you have trouble bending your knees. So currently, what's the wait time? Where Universal says attraction wait time 25 minutes. In that building is the Fast and the Furious attraction. If you've done the studio tour in Hollywood, that is the Fast and the Furious, like the little part of the studio tour over in Hollywood, Universal Studios. We are skipping this because we've done it and we know what it's like. And we're headed over back to Gringotts because it was closed earlier and now it's reopened. Mummy had a 25-minute posted wait time, and with our Express Pass we waited 4 minutes. That's right, 4 minutes. So, all right, let's go see if Gringotts is open and we can get on that. All right, we are back in London. We are at King's Cross. This is where you hop on the Hogwarts Express and it takes you back over to Islands of Adventure, over to Hogsmeade, to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Now, on this side, over here in London, it looks just like the movie set. And if you don't know where you're going, you have no idea, but right over there is where you go in to go to Diagon Alley. So far, just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on the Express Pass. I really feel like for us, it has been worth it. We have benefited from that today. Today is a Friday, it's spring break. We've been able to go on all the attractions with low wait times, except for Hagrid's, which there's no way to avoid not waiting for Hagrid's unless you do a VIP tour. So I feel like adding Express Pass to your ticket is worth it. Price it out though, because you could also get park tickets, two-day park tickets, and not do Express Pass and spend 2 days here and do all the attractions. But you really have to have a game plan. The app, Universal app, is helpful, but I downloaded a map so that I was able to decide where I wanted to go and which attractions to go on in what order, and kind of how we've done it today. I would recommend, doing things close to each other, park hopping, so you get that park-to-park ticket. But if you don't want to be able to ride, if you're not worried about Hogwarts Express, then you can do just a 1 park, a 2-day ticket, 1 park, 1 park. So it depends on if you're trying to save money. If you can save up enough though, I would recommend doing the Express Pass and adding it to your ticket and just doing 1 day at Universal. You could do both parks if you have the Express Pass. We are back. We are trying to go on Gringotts this time. It says it's a 45-minute wait. When we came over here earlier, the ride had been closed all morning and we weren't able to do it, but it's okay because we were headed back this direction because we're going to go back on the Hogwarts Express and take it back over to Islands of Adventure. So this works out perfect. Are headed back on the Hogwarts Express. We're going to go back over to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade. We rode Gringotts. We waited in line. The posted wait time was... Okay, I had to look it up. Gringotts was a 45-minute wait, and we waited 14 minutes with our Express Pass. Totally worth it, again. All right, now we are hopping on the Hogwarts Express, and we're going to take it back over to the other side. We will go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and Hogsmeade. And the train, the Express, Hogwarts Express is different when you go one direction and the other direction. So remember that.
And you'll find this fun optical illusion on the side from London to Hogsmeade.
First of the 5 principal exceptions to Gump's law of elemental transfiguration.
Do you know what she's talking about?
And this is back where we were, so this is where the Hogwarts Express drops you off. It's right here at Hogsmeade. So now we are right here next to the castle and Hagrid's motorbike, Forbidden Journey, and on the other side. So you have to have the park-to-park ticket in order to, I mean, you can go visit both worlds, but in order to ride the Hogwarts Express, get the park-to-park ticket. Melissa got in line for this one as well. I do not do a big roller coaster like this anymore. That's okay. She is doing it for science, taking one for the team again. We did the Hogwarts Express, and the wait time was 45 minutes. And we waited 30 minutes in line with our express pass. So that one was a little bit longer than probably we waited at any line today, which is amazing. So we'll see how long she takes here on Velocicoaster, but this is an intense roller coaster, you guys. One thing I want to mention about the Express Pass versus if you're used to going to a Disney park where they have Disney Genie. Disney Genie, you have to go into the app and you have to schedule a time, and it's not always convenient. And then you have to wait 2 hours before booking your next one. The difference between Disney Genie and Express Pass here at Universal is you just go up to the attraction and they scan your Express Pass and you go on the ride. You don't have to book or plan. They do have 2 different Express Passes. One is unlimited, meaning you can go on Velocicoaster 20 times if you wanted to. Or they do have the Express Pass that is one time per ride in the park except for Hagrid's. So those are kind of the differences between the 2 parks if you're used to going to Disney and you understand how Disney Genie works. I have really enjoyed today. I haven't been on my phone as much checking the app. I still look for wait times, but it's easier. You don't have to book it and then you don't have to wait and schedule an alarm, but you're paying for that convenience as well. So that you just keep that in mind. There are, you know, give and take, but those are the differences. This is Universal Orlando's attraction that is similar to ours over on the West Coast. That is the Jurassic World ride where you get wet. We're going to skip it because we have done this attraction on the West Coast. But if you want to come here, it is in Islands of Adventure next to well, not next to, but near Velocicoaster. And it's the River Adventure attraction. All right, Skull Island Reign of Kong is like we have over in Universal in Hollywood, except this is an attraction here. Ours is inside the studio tours when you do the tram ride. So we're gonna skip this one, but it does look very cool. But if you have not done it, then do this attraction here. But if you've been to Hollywood and been on the studio tours, then this is a ride you could skip. Back over at Velocicoaster, I forgot to tell you, so the wait time was 90 minutes and Melissa ended up waiting, how long did you wait? in line 45 minutes, even with Express Pass. That's the longest line we've waited in. I didn't wait in that line. She took one for the team again. Thank you for riding that, Melissa. We're gonna head on to Spider-Man. I bet it's just gonna be a few minutes. Next up, we are doing the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. It says the wait is only 20 minutes, which means Express Pass is gonna be really fast. We waited 4 minutes. This is another simulator ride, so I will not be wearing the goggles. It's kind of like a Transformers ride. I've never been on it, but it's Spider-Man like comic themed.
Listen, Scoop. Crime reports are coming in from all over the city, and I'm starting to get worried. Did you see that? The spider signal. With Spider-Man nearby, trouble can't be far away. And you know what trouble means. Headlines! National coverage! So don't screw this up! I mean, good luck. Man, you shouldn't be out here. Doc Ock on the loose. This could be the most dangerous night of my life. And yours. Be careful.
This is the Hulk. I will not be doing this one. Melissa's taking another one for the team. There is Express Pass. Currently, the wait time is 20 minutes. Back, Seuss Landing. This is where we started our morning. We came through here and headed to Hagrid's. And when we came through, I'm like, this is so cute. And it's a fun little area. Let's go take a look at what we can do. There's 2 rides that I know of. There might be more, some fun places to eat. You can get green eggs and ham tots over there. They have a cute little train ride and a carousel. Yeah. It's just super cute for kids. All right, this is more my style. The high in the sky Seuss trolley train ride. It's super cute. You get on a train and you go up above Seuss Land, and I'll show you.
Passengers, train 2 is now approaching. Please place all hats, bags, belongings by your feet. Jug and 2.
I have a few extra ones too. As everyone knows,
so the ride goes through the alphabet. So listen, A, then B, then C.
A bodacious blue bubble. And Bumblebee's buzzing won't cause you much fright. I'm a cat. Or maybe just for the old hip, hip, hooray! Yeah, you can do it. Say hip, hip, hooray!
Hello, I am back home from my Universal Orlando trip where we compared Express Pass to standby lines. And we had an awesome time, but at the very end of our day, we were exhausted and there was no like recap. And so I thought, I'm just going to do it when I get home because a lot happened and we didn't have the other person, Ashley, who was in the parks doing standby. We don't have her videos kind of added in. So I just wanted to real quickly recap what went on and how she did during the day and how we did with using the Express Pass. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, Express Pass is a dynamic pricing. So it's going to depend on the day you go, how busy they think the parks are going to be is what the price is going to be based off of. So we went on a Friday during spring break. So it was a very busy day. Our goal was to get as much done in both parks so that if we were a family, we were visiting, we only had one day, we could get everything done. And we were able to do that. So wanted to explain a little bit of what we did versus what Ashley was able to do. She just did standby lines. Now, when I say standby lines, I want to explain a little bit further because sometimes people, if you're in a group, maybe you have smaller children or you don't want to split up, she did utilize single rider, which there are plenty of attractions that offer that option, but not everybody wants to do single rider, and I understand that. So I will tell you when she used single rider, use that option, and how it saved her time, but that might not be something useful for you because maybe you don't want to use single rider. We kind of did like a figure 8 when we did the park. So we started all of us together. So it was Melissa and I that had Express Pass, and then Ashley had standby.
But because we were not on-site guests, we did not have access to the park early. So we all went to Hagrid's first. If you do not stay on property and you don't have that extra morning time, the only way to get on Hagrid's, and the best way to do Hagrid's, is to go there first thing in the morning. And by first thing, I mean we arrived an hour before the park even opened to us. So we got in line for Hagrid's, and that took us, I want to say it was like 80 minutes, I said in the video. But anyway, so we did Hagrid's all together because that's the only ride. Unless you do a VIP tour, you cannot skip the line. There's no way to, other than being an on-site guest at one of the Universal hotels, which you can look at pricing and stuff below in the link in the description, or doing a VIP tour. We didn't do either one of those, so we had to stand in the regular wait line for Hagrid's, which it was worth it, totally worth it. And that's probably an attraction that you're going to want to do when you go. So that's got to be the first one you do, no matter if you have Express Pass or you don't. Go to Hagrid's first, get that out of the way, because the line just gets longer as the day goes on. So we started at Hagrid's, and then from Hagrid's, we got on the Hogwarts Express, and we took it to the other parks. So there are two parks. We started at Islands of Adventure, and then we rode the train over to Universal Studios Orlando. Now, when you ride the Hogwarts Express, just so you know, you can only do that if you have a park-to-park ticket. And then when you go one direction, you're seeing one scenes of Harry Potter, and when you come back the other way, you're seeing different scenes. So it's kind of like two attractions in one. So you kind of want to ride it both ways. So we started in Islands of Adventure, and then we got on Hogwarts Express, and we went across. Then when we got in Islands of Adventure, we rode it over to Universal Studios. When we got to Universal Studios, then we kind of did a circle, did all the attractions. Then we got back on the Hogwarts Express, came back over to Islands of Adventure, and then we did kind of like the circle there. So that's kind of what we did. So we were very efficient with our walking and with our time because we didn't backtrack. Unlike Ashley, because she was trying to get as many rides as she could in the standby lines, she kind of had to hop. And she had several times where an attraction she would wait. One time, I think she waited almost an hour, and then the attraction broke down. There was only one time where she was given like a return. Hey, you can come back for any ride because you waited for, I think it was 35 minutes for Hogwarts Express. The ride broke down by the time she was ready to get on. And so they just gave her a pass to redeem for something else. And she was able to redeem that for another attraction that would have been a really long wait for her. So she had a break, like as far as, okay, you know what? Sorry that happened. We'll give you this. Kind of like a redemption pass. But for the most part, we found that definitely with Express Pass, we were able to do everything we wanted in both parks in the one day, versus Ashley, who had standby, and she did not get on as many attractions as us, and she used single rider lines, and she waited just so long in the line. So we definitely found that it's more effective if you're wanting to do one day. Now, if you want to come and you want to do one park and then focus on another park and not use Express Pass, the line still can get really long if you're going during a really busy time. So you still might want to consider using Express Pass. Now, Express Pass, like I explained in the video, is you don't have to like schedule a time when you can come back. You just go to the attraction, and we have the Express Pass where you can redeem it once. So like once at Transformers, once at Men in Black, once at Gringotts. So we got to utilize it throughout the day. And it was, honestly, it was just like, okay, here's my ticket, and you just scan it and you go into the ride. It was really amazing. Now I got to get my notes out. I'm going to read a little bit of my notes so that you guys can see. We're going to compare which rides we did, which rides Ashley did in the same time frame, so that you can decide if you want to utilize Express Pass or not. So like I said, Hagrid's was the first one we did. Then we got on the we did Forbidden Journey. She was not able to do Forbidden Journey. She went and did something else. So her order is going to be different, but I'm going to let you know which rides she was able to do throughout the day. She did not get in Forbidden Journey, which is also in the Harry Potter world. Then we got on the Hogwarts Express. We rode it there, and then later in the day we rode it back. So we rode it twice. She stood in line one time and she didn't get to ride it. So we can call it she like did the time, but she didn't actually get to ride it. Then when we took the Hogwarts Express, we did Men in Black. Ashley did that one, but she did it with a single rider. Then we did the Simpsons ride. Ashley was not able to do that one. We did E.T. Ashley did E.T. We did Illumination VillaCon. Ashley was able to do that one. Then we did the Bourne Identity show, and she did not get any show in, and I really like that. It's like a show attraction. Then we did Despicable Me. Ashley did not get to do that one. We did Rip Ride Rocket, which I didn't do. You saw in the video that Melissa did that one for us. Ashley did that one, but she had to utilize single rider. We all did Race Through New York. We were able to do Transformers, which is a really long line. She was not able to squeeze that in. We did Mummy. She did Mummy. Ashley did Mummy, but she had to use the single rider line. We did Escape from Gringotts. Ashley was able to escape from Gringotts because she used that redeemable pass for any attraction. She used that for Gringotts. Then we rode the Hogwarts Express back and we got on Velocicoaster. Now, Velocicoaster had a really long wait time, even for Express Pass at that point in the day. Ashley did go on Velocicoaster. She used single rider. Then we did Spider-Man. Ashley was able to do Spider-Man. We did Hulk. And Ashley, actually, she stood in line twice for Hulk. The first time she tried to ride it, it broke down. And the second time she was able to ride it. And then we did High in the Sky, the Dr. Seuss train. And that's how we ended our day. Then let me tell you, Ashley was also able to do King Kong, which is kind of like, I talked about it. It's like the Universal Tram ride in Hollywood Studios. She did that, the Fast and the Furious, which is same thing. And so that's why Melissa and I had skipped those, because we could do those at Universal Hollywood, and we didn't want to add those to our day. So we could have done them, but we didn't want to. And then Ashley did the Dr. Seuss carousel, and we probably could have squeezed that in at the very, very end, but we didn't. So I guess what I'm saying is, for the major, like, big ticket attractions that you want to do, the lines get really long at Universal. And so having the Express Pass just helped us keep going throughout the day and to not have to wait and stand in really long lines. And if I were to do it again and I was coming with my family, I would wait and save until I had enough money to do Express Pass in one day, rather than buy tickets and waste more time in lines. The lines are they just get so long. And I don't feel like at Universal, I feel like paying that extra money is definitely worth it. So I hope this video was really helpful and that you found some good information and it helps you decide for your trip. Again, when you are ready to book that Universal Orlando trip, make sure you click the link in the description. I always have discounted tickets, discounted hotel rooms, and packages that you can do. Sometimes they offer, extra day tickets for free. They offer nights for free, a package, but my travel partner Getaway Today will hook you up. You can also call 855-GETAWAY, talk to them over the phone and find out, like, as far as the dynamic pricing for Express Pass, when would be a cheaper time for you to go and utilize that, because you really want to do that. So when would be a better time to go get the Express Pass, add it onto your ticket, and you will not be sorry. All right, well, until the next video, have a good one.